Howdy og velkommen til Gaming. Først i udsendelsen kan du se mere til det nye storspil, som ikke ligner noget andet, du før har set til PS3, nemlig spillet Heavy Rain. Vi skal også på besøg hos Lionhead Studios, hvor vi skal se nærmere på det kommende Fable 3-spil.
You're still gonna be a hero. You're still gonna have swords, you're still gonna have guns, you're still gonna have...
Og vi har sendt Daniel og Nicolas en smut til England, hvor de har kigget nærmere på et nyt FIFA-kortspil. Og så har Daniel snakket med udvikleren af kæmpe multiplayer-spillet MAG. Og vi har haft en sludder med EA Sports-chefen Peter Moore. Og som om det ikke var nok, viser vi også den nyeste trailers for God of War 3.
Are you prepared to suffer to save your son?
Som spilanmelder prøver man mange forskellige slags spil. Der er alle de traditionelle actionspil, puzzlespil, rollespil osv. Og så er der dem, der forsøger at være skæve, specielle, mystiske eller nytænkende. Ofte med varierende grader af held. Og så er der Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain er... Ja, det er svært at sætte en finger på, hvad Heavy Rain er. Men spillet er altså noget andet end det, vi er vant til. I Heavy Rain er du på jagt efter seriemorderen, der Origami Killer. Han kidnapper børn og drukner dem. Spillets handling fortælles fra 4 forskellige personers vinkel, der hver for sig har deres egne dæmoner at kæmpe ved. Spillet falder i rollen adventure-spil, men det vil være forkert at kalde det kun et adventure-spil. Det vil faktisk være helt forkert. Heavy Rain handler nemlig om stemning. En tyk, dyster noir-stemning, hvis triste historie vil give selv de hårdeste hunde, våde øjne og en klump i halsen. I starten af spillet stifter vi bekendtskab med arkitekten Ifan Mars, der tilsyneladende lever et uforstyrret idyllisk liv med sin kone og 2 drenge. Den indledende del af spillet fungerer som en tutorial for spillets specielle kontrol, men desværre for Ifan varer hans lykkelige liv ikke ved. En af hans sønner omkommer ved et uheld, og da vi efter spillets intro igen møder Ifan, er han en knækket mand. Han er nu separeret fra sin kone og er bosiddende i et dystert og trist hus. Ifan forsøger efter bedste evne at være en god far for sin anden søn Sean, og det får man som spiller lov til at hjælpe ham med. Og lige som man tror, at livet ikke kan smide mere grus i Ifans maskineri, så bliver han ramt af endnu en ulykke, da Sean kidnappes af det Origami Killer. Ifan skal nu mønstre de sidste kræfter, han har i sit liv for at redde sin søn. Men han er ikke alene i sin søgen efter den mystiske morder. Spillet introducerer nemlig også 3 andre karakterer, som man kommer i gang med at spille, og som alle har en eller anden indvirkning på begivenhedernes gang. Kontrollen i Heavy Rain kræver en smule tilvænning. Selve kontrollen med karaktererne er relativt enkel og er en typisk tredjepersons kontrol. Men integrationen med omgivelserne kræver en smule træning. Som du ser her, kommer en masse funktioner frem i det, der sker noget i selve handlingen af spillet. Heavy Rain er en fantastisk spiloplevelse. En oplevelse, som du med garanti ikke tidligere har fået ud af et computerspil. Væk er alle de konventioner, vi altid troede låste handlingen og gameplayet fast i et adventure-spil. Og tilbage står en spiloplevelse, der sætter spillerens handlinger og oplevelser i centrum, bakker op af en utrolig flot fortælling. Heavy Rain er en oplevelse, der svinger i tempo fra det mundane, som at drikke et glas juice, lege med sine børn eller dække bord, til intense handlingsmættede begivenheder, for eksempel når du er på sporet af et seriemorder, der har kidnappet din søn. Det er ikke en oplevelse, du vil bryde dig om, men til trods for det, så er Heavy Rain ikke en spiloplevelse, man bør snyde sig selv for. For det er lige nu og her i Heavy Rain, der skrives spilhistorie. Nu skal vi på besøg hos Lionhead Studios, som blandt andet producerer Fable 3. Vi skal se igennem udsendelsen her, hvordan de forbereder sig på det kommende storspil.
Being a lead designer at Lionhead is actually an interesting job because we have one of the industry design luminaries working here in Peter Molyneux. So I work very closely with Peter to define the game vision, and then I work specifically day to day on the team trying to bring those pillars and that vision to reality. And along the way I work pretty much several times a week with Peter reviewing the game, talking about the game, and trying to execute on both what we want to do and what he is encouraging us to do.
You're still going to be a hero. You're still going to have swords, you're still going to have guns, you're still going to have magic. But this time you're going to be leading a country as well as that. We're not going to make it easy for you though. There are going to be challenges in your rule. Like many of us have seen, the leaders that we elect in today's world often age badly in the first couple of weeks when they realise the enormity of the problem that they're taking on.
We have always been a game that tries to be fairly accessible and something that hits a broader audience. So with Fable 3, what we're doing is keeping that foremost when we're thinking about building it. But those that are long-term Fable fans won't be disappointed. Everything that they've loved about the Fable franchise will still be there.
A role-playing game is all about, this is me playing the role of a hero and a king or a queen.
It's really about not getting rid of every element of an RPG, but certainly making it something that people who aren't interested in that side of thing will still enjoy.
Vi kommer tilbage til Lionhead Studios lige om lidt, men først er Nicolas en smut i England for at se på et FIFA-kortspil.
Jeg er lige nu på Stamford Bridge, Chelseas hjemmebane. Ellers stille mig, jeg havde dem. Fantastisk fodboldklub. Men herover, der sidder altså noget lidt mere nørdet. Det er kortspil på PS3 eller Xbox. Meget mærkeligt. På I gotta know. So did you, growing up, play Magic cards? Then, when you got older, you figured, oh, I really like football. Why not combine those two lovely things?
Well, first of all, I'd love to take credit for the idea of Ultimate Team, but this is our second iteration on it. But I think a lot of us have that little bit inside of us that have fond memories of kind of that trading with your friends, building up a collection or a team. And obviously from what Ultimate Team on FIFA 09 success, the feedback we got from the gamers, I think it resonated with a lot of FIFA fans.
You don't mind people reminiscing to the good old Magic card times?
I don't mind, and you know, to me, it's what I love about Ultimate Team is that I'm building this team, so it's my team. I'm not just selecting it from, you know, a pre-done team, so I feel like I put my own blood, sweat, and tears in it, and part of that is that trading with people. And you know, and if you played the first Ultimate Team, that was part of the magic of it all, was finding that one guy at a great price off someone else on the auction block, or selling a card and getting enough coins to go pick up another pack.
So actually you buy these packs with players in them, or else you buy them with points that you've earned. Isn't it just milking the whole FIFA concept? Or is it more than that?
I wouldn't use the words you use. To me, it's a really fun way of playing the game. And, you know, there's a bit of that excitement every time you open a pack. What am I going to get? Oh, they're got a special card in that one. That's great. That's going to really help me out. So to me, it's a total blast to play. It's really easy to get into, but there's so much depth to it. And that's what we've been doing, too, this year, is we added a bunch of features that are going to make it easier to play for longer, because that's what some of the gamers are saying is they love the mode, give us more to do in it.
I play like be a pro in FIFA 10. My man is awesome. He's really, really good. Can my man become a card on my team and maybe even sell my own man to the world?
It's interesting. We actually talked about when we were designing the game, but we actually decided to keep the Virtual Pro separate from the Ultimate Team concept. And that's actually based on what the gamers were telling us from playing the first version is, although it's a fantasy of it's my Ultimate Team, they really like the authenticity parts of this game mode. So they don't want you, no offense to you, playing alongside the real footballers. They really love this concept of, oh, I have Torres and I have, you know,
Nicholas Estrup and
exactly, and all of your favorite players, and like that's the team you want to put together. And when we looked at the idea of having, you know, a created player, a virtual pro in there, it just kind of broke that kind of fantasy. It's like, wait, you don't belong there.
Is this for like only hardcore football fans, or can everybody pretty much join this sensation?
It's not hardcore at all, so it's got the depth for the hardcore guys, but to me I actually see it more as even a lighter weight version of a manager mode, because manager mode's great, hey, you can get into that at times, but this doesn't have all of the structure around it. You really get to do what you want to do, when you want to do, and it's just about building a team, progression, growing it, finding good deals on the auctions, and taking them into matches, into tournaments, winning some terms with it. And to me, that's a fun thing that anyone can get into.
Nice. So, okay, From previous interviews, we know that you're a Liverpool fan.
Yes,
Is that true?
Yes, I am.
Do you like Agger?
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, so he's Danish. Do you like Peter Schmeichel, the Danish goalkeeper from way back?
That's a while back.
Then why isn't he on the classic team in FIFA?
On the FIFA Classic 11 team?
Yes.
It's a good question. You know,
We're a nation that's hurting.
all I can say is I can talk to our database team and see if they can look into that. That's obviously a tricky one, is to get in touch with the old legends and see if we can get the rights to use them in game.
I think he would be up for it. I'm just saying it. I'm just putting it out there for you guys to know.
I'll note that down.
Cool. So what do people have to do to play this awesome game? Buy FIFA 10?
So first of all, it's for FIFA 10 on the 360 and PS3. So on February 25th, you'll be able to download the mode, and you can download it through your PS3 or 360 for free. And then you can play up to 5 games. You still don't have to pay anything yet. And at that point, if you want to keep playing, it's going to cost €499, 400 Microsoft points to keep playing, which, if you know the First Ultimate Team, is a really great price, because that's half the price we charged last year.
Cool.
Vi skal tilbage til Lionhead Studios, hvor de er i fuld gang med at producere det kommende Fable 3.
New technology in Fable 3, I think the main thing for me is Simon nodding in the background.
The tools are actually a bit slower at the moment, so I probably wouldn't want to talk about that. We've got a real issue with that. Move on. Obviously, with Fable 2, we had a stable code base to work from, so we've mostly been working on new cool things to go and put into the game.
One of the things that people have come to expect from Fable is innovation. And in Fable 3, we've really pushed the boat out. We've totally looked at the morph system, thrown it all away and started again. And the first thing that we've got is something called extreme morphs. Now these extreme morphs are on an expression. So you're walking along and someone just upsets you. You can press this expression and out of your back appears these huge angel wings. A shaft of light comes down and shines on you. Everyone around you steps back and, oh my goodness, there you're showing your true character off.
Fra computerspillegenden Peter Moneylyx til en anden computerspillegende, eller i hvert fald en inden for spilbranchen, det er Peter Moore, som nu er direktør for EA.
Jeg står her på smukke Stamford Bridge, men det gør jeg ikke alene, fordi ved siden af mig, der står ingen ringer end Peter Moore. So Peter, how are things holding up at EA right now?
Holding up great. I mean, it's an exciting time for us. As you know, we're here, as per your intro, at the home of Chelsea Football Club, and we're here announcing 3 new additions to the FIFA family. FIFA Ultimate Team, FIFA Online, a great new addition as a web-based game, and of course our World Cup game.
So, how is it for the whole computer making industry? Are they hit by the crisis, or are you guys doing all right?
I think we're holding our own. I think there's worse industries to be in. We haven't seen our industry get as hit as badly as some other industries. It isn't all roses, but at the same time, we're doing okay. What is more interesting is the transformation away from packaged goods, from the physical media, and more into the digital world of games. And certainly, we're at the helm of that, and looking forward to continuing to drive that.
Good to hear you're doing good. Just to talk about FIFA real fast. Yeah. A lot of questions from our users on our site have asked if the whole audience is going to be better looking, like more alive. Can you reveal anything, maybe in FIFA 11 or...?
Well, we haven't announced FIFA 11, but what you will see when you go down and see the World Cup game is there's been a lot of a focus on the graphical presentation. Now, when you say audience, you mean the crowd in the stands.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it is a challenge when you're trying to animate 60,000 people, and I haven't seen what we've done well. What I do know in the World Cup game, we've tried to bring that local flavour to life, and if you haven't seen it, you're about to see it, of how you animate the crowd in unique and different ways. I think the visual presentation of the entire, what I believe will be a very unique atmosphere in South Africa, we've tried to bring that to life in our World Cup game.
Nice. So, okay, I have an idea, and just think about this for a while when I say it. I'm thinking new branches for the whole EA Sports thing, and I'm thinking 10% for me.
Sure. I'll get the check ready.
Think about this one. EA Sports, Handball 11.
Big fan of handball. You know, it's interesting. There's two games that, when I come here, it's handball, and when I'm in the US, there's a game called lacrosse, which you may or may not have heard of.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
you know that you wish you could do, but economically, and you pointed out that we're not exactly in great economic times right now, makes it difficult. I mean, if I felt that I could sell a couple of million copies of a handball game, you bet. I know that it's a relatively simple game, and I'm sure we've got all of the physics done pretty well with player movements, but it's just one of those where it's very difficult to justify. What would I cancel to do handball is my question.
Or just add.
In today's world, I have so many people, and I'm not adding any more, and just happy to do so.
That is cool. I think that's it for now, and I'll look forward to maybe seeing Handball 11 sometime in the future.
Cool. Don't hold your breath.
Nå, lad os så skynde os tilbage igen på Lionhead Studios, hvor Fable 3 er i produktion. Nu skal vi se lidt på de nye ansigtsudtryk, man finder i spillet.
Aggressive. Smile. Stern.
We've got hot syncing in the tools now, so all the artists can edit a texture and pop it into the game immediately just by hitting a button, and it never fails, obviously. Can I read you that bit? Never works. Never works. That's a Freudian slip.
There's another thing which I think we could use for morphing, which is really interesting, which I've never seen before. And that is the weapon that you use. Why not have weapons change as you use them, that adapt themselves visually to your combat style and to your alignment? So imagine, how do you make the evil sword of ages? You make it by using it in an evil way. And as you use it, as you kill innocent victims, so you will see it glow and drip with blood all the time. I want everybody in the world to have unique weapons.
As we teach you our new way of doing weapon customization, we need to think about how we teach that to the player, making sure that every facet of it makes sense, is clear, is understandable, isn't too complicated, but is deep enough, and all of that is very hard, very challenging. But it's also very fun.
More excitingly is with the lighting system. In Fable 2, I think, to generate the lighting for all the levels took a bank of 6 very, very powerful machines, 7 days to generate all the lighting for everything. Today we've got a bank of 1 machine which generates all the levels in 5 hours, which is a lot better.
Death is my calling. Vengeance my creed. I will wash away the past with the blood of Olympus. Chaos will rise again.
Den gode Kratos er som altid super gnæven. Det her er seneste trailers fra God of War 3, som er lige på trapperne. God of War 3 udkommer eksklusivt til PlayStation 3 en gang i uge 11 ifølge Sony. Kratos kæmper videre i God of War 3, og historien fortsætter, hvor God of War 2 slap. Det er den første udgivelse, der kommer til PlayStation 3, hvis man ser bort fra Blu-ray-udgivelserne af God of War 1 og 2, som allerede nu faktisk kan købes til din PlayStation 3, men også på PlayStation 2. Og så skal vi for sidste gang i den her omgang tilbage til Lionhead Studios.
As we teach you our new way of doing weapon customization, we need to think about how we teach that to the player, making sure that every facet of it makes sense, is clear, is understandable, isn't too complicated, but is deep enough, and all of that is very hard, very challenging. But it's also very fun.
More excitingly is with the lighting system. In Fable 2, I think, to generate the lighting for all the levels took a bank of 6 very, very powerful machines, 7 days to generate all the lighting for everything. Today we've got a bank of 1 machine which generates all the levels in 5 hours, which is a lot better.
We've also been looking at how you express yourself, and we're giving you the ability to touch things. Now this may sound strange, but imagine this, being able to reach out and touch your girlfriend in the game, being able to hold, persuade, pull, push, all that can be done dynamically.
There is a fantastic amount of fighting and great combat and a really swift, pacey storyline, which is really engaging and really snappy. Fable 3 is going to be a damn good adventure.
Vi har også sendt til Daniel til England, nærmere bestemt London, hvor han kigger nærmere på den nye udgivelse MAG, eller Mag, hvor man kan spille 256 spillere samtidig.
Hej, så er jeg taget et smut til London. Som vi annoncerede på Pixel TV, så er jeg taget over for at kigge lidt nærmere på Mag, der er en PlayStation 3 eksklusiv titel. Det er et førstepersons skydespil, hvor at man kan spille op til 256 personer samtidig online. Jeg skal have en snak med en af udviklerne bag spillet, for at høre lidt mere om, hvad Mag egentlig er for en størrelse. Okay, Ben Jones, what is Mag?
Mag is really the biggest Battlefield experience that you'll get to have on a console right now. It's up to 256 players in a single environment, scaled command all the way through, tons of persistent elements. It really makes for a completely unique experience.
You're handling up to 256 players. I think about connecting and lag and such.
So it's a huge networking achievement. Obviously, we've got some proprietary technology behind that. But I think the biggest thing about Mag is that we're focused on dedicated servers, so you don't have to worry about things like server disconnects or your buddy dropping out and you lose the game. It's all hosted on the servers. So not only is your connection really fluid, we make sure that everything is stabilized and you have the best experience possible.
How many maps is available in Mag from the beginning?
So we'll have 15 at launch, including the 3 training maps, 1 for each faction. So that breaks out into the 4 game types that we described earlier: suppression, sabotage, acquisition, and domination. But within those, we have a lot of variety, right? These are massive battlefields up to 1 square kilometer, the biggest that you'll see in a console right now. And what that does is basically provides you a lot of replayability, an opportunity for things to change. There's so many different variables within the environment, not just the players, but the dynamic objects, the fact that each platoon is really unique in look and feel and flow. So each time you play, you're getting a really different experience.
Being 256 players is something new, definitely. But what else does Mag do to stand out from the rest of the first-person shooter games?
I think the 2 other areas where we really stand out is command, right? Each squad that you form into has a squad leader, and every 4 squads has a platoon leader, and every 4 platoons has an OIC, or an officer in charge of 128 players. So there's a lot of structure behind it, but each of those leaders has their own unique abilities that can affect the flow of battle. They have the ability to change your objectives on the fly, and they give off leadership auras that really incentivize you to stick with your leaders and protect them as you move throughout the battlefield.
In the beta, there was a lot of trouble because people didn't understand it. They just ran out and shot at some enemies. And we just tried it a little bit today, and actually quite a lot of the same things happened. People just ran out, and you don't have the feeling of being in a squad.
Well, 2 things. I think one of the reasons you got that sensation today is because we've got a lot of new players here, right? A lot of players that are new and going through the same experience that we had players go through in the beta, which isn't the actual experience that we'll have at launch. We don't hold your hand, but we gently guide you through the experience and train you on things like leadership to ensure that you know what you're doing. But other than that, I think we've got so many players in here that are willing to teach other players, and the formation of squads is automatic, so you'll fill into those. And even if you don't have a good leader guiding you through, we have a standard set of objectives that progress you through the battle and make sure that you're constantly, in the fight at all times.
Are you going to support the games by downloadable content?
So I think we built a really solid platform with Mag as a base, and our goal is to continue, to support that down the road. We'll probably talk a little bit about DLC after launch, but it's a title that we think is really deserving of that. So we'll see what happens in the coming months.
Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you.
You want to see the future?